The Predators, ruthless, intelligent, and savage. These intergalactic hunters are known to seek out the worthiest prey, crossing through time, worlds, and space in search of the ultimate prize, honor and glory of the hunt. While they have been known to hunt many species across various stories, many hunters have tested their fighting prowess against the skills of other adversaries. One of the species they've come across are the aliens, also known as the xenomorphs. This creature would have a unique life cycle process. Each drone would be connected through a hive mind link. They would be ruled by the queen alien and its higher caste back on Xenomorph Prime. The alien itself can adapt to many environments and is considered a weapon itself. On the other side of the comic book universe, we have Batman and Superman. Both of them skilled in their own fields of heroism, and they both have faced off against the alien alone and Predator in some other stories. But what would happen when all four characters are placed into one story? Does anyone survive this encounter, or is the world doomed? Let's find out. The story opens up with a group of explorers. They are in the Andes Mountains, which is located in South America. They are considered to be the largest mountain lines in the world outside of the Asian region. South America is also a region linked to the plains of Nazca. These were a mysterious set of lines that formed various shapes and images, but they remained hidden for so long because their true image is best seen from the sky. The group traveling here is sent to investigate a volcano. It's called the Old Grandfather. According to the local people, they never mentioned the last time it erupted. One of the members, named Pierre, keeps looking back behind them. He seems to get a glimpse of something, but cannot tell what it is. And just like that, in a matter of seconds, the entire team is wiped out. Back in Gotham City, Batman oversees a deal between people of interest, but his mission gets interrupted when unforeseen activity is picked up. Its origin is unknown, so Batman proceeds to this area. He comes across alien entities which are known as predators. He's made contact with them in the past, but their behavior is different this time. They don't show any normal hunt behavior. Instead, they injure Batman and flee the scene. Superman is then seen in Metropolis and gets contacted by John Henry about a possible power heating problem with a generator. He encounters predators, but is quickly attacked. Superman recovers, but the predators have vanished. Back at the office, Clark Kent gets his new assignment. He is to investigate a volcano in Peru that suddenly has become active. The volcano in question is Mount Viejo Abuelo, the Old Grandfather. Clark and Lois arrive at the Andes Mountains in search of the missing team from earlier. Because Lois and two others joined him, he is unable to pursue this investigation as Superman. In the distance, he can hear a helicopter and many armed men. Something's happening. Lois and the other two guides depart, as Clark stays behind to investigate as Superman. But he arrives too late. He finds the body of one man with a spear tip impaled into his chest. This weapon seems familiar to Superman. He finds out the other men descended down below, so he follows. When the other men are located, Batman also shows up. Batman explains his reason for being there. He analyzed dust traces left by the predators he encountered earlier. They were volcanic traces from this area. The men that were deployed here were part of the Terrestrial Defense Initiative. Their one job is to track down all predators visiting the planet and destroy them. As they descend down below, they are attacked by predators. Batman loses his grip and falls into the deep abyss, but he survives the fall due to the armor he's wearing. Meanwhile, Superman gets his hands full when xenomorphs show up. The aliens also surround Batman, but he is saved, not by Superman, but by predators. They capture him and take him deep underground. Batman is taken to their colony. They must have been here a very long time. He sees a vast structure, tunnels, and a large amount of members to this tribe. Batman is brought towards a mighty predator, larger than all the others. It's very clear what's going to happen. Batman insinuates the battle by slapping its face, only to get punched in return. This predator has incredible strength. But as he abides by the honor system, Batman plays by his own rules. By using a device from his belt, it sends a surge of electricity through the beast, and it falls before him. As we shift back to Superman, it seems his time underground is affecting his powers. Because Superman needs the sun to stay powerful. The lack of sunlight is making his powers fade away. Slowly over time, he becomes weaker and more vulnerable. But the scream of a woman gets his attention. It sounds like Lois. She was kidnapped from the surface earlier and taken away by the predators. But as always, Superman saves her. He follows the other predators to the colony entrance. Batman greets them and explains what's going on. Batman found a way to communicate with the predators, and they apologize for kidnapping Lois. They were unaware that she was Superman's female. Batman says he convinced the predators that he is an emissary to the colony and Superman is a friendly deity. These predators are living fossils, survivors. They are not as hostile as the others. They are living an ancestral culture that the predators they encountered before have long moved past. This tribe is still holding onto the culture and rituals from a forgotten time. Through the use of gestures, he forms basic communication with the predators. They were a colony ship set to spread their empire to a new world, but something went wrong with their guidance systems and they were forced to land here, on Earth. But the timing was also wrong, because 14,000 years ago, the planet was going through an ice age. They hate the cold. It was inadequate for their needs, so they tried to leave. But more problems arose during this attempt. Their damaged ship could not break the Earth's gravitational field, so they hid within the subterranean caverns of a volcano. It was rich in nitrogen, and the temperature was just right. They also brought alien eggs with them. It's part of their culture to hunt the alien, and so they remained below, hidden away from the world. Over time, they evolved into their own hermetic ecosystem while keeping their ancient culture. But their survival is now at jeopardy. The surge of volcanic activity has disrupted the stability of their caverns. Their world is doomed, so they began looking for alternative living space. Superman comes up with a plan. If he brings the technology to repair the Predator's ship, he will send them back into space. But they must not harm another human being. Batman goes on to explain the plan as best he can. As time is running out, the Terrestrial Defense Initiative is on high alert. They have no choice left, and soon they will launch a nuclear strike at the volcano. By using the Fortress of Solitude, the Predators board inside, but it doesn't take long for them to start some chaos. Lois and Batman also enter the fortress, but try to buy time by avoiding the Predators. Despite aliens being a dangerous life form, Superman understands they have a right to live, but not on Earth. He freezes some alien eggs and preps them for transport. The Predator's ship is also sent into the Fortress of Solitude. Everything is going as planned, but once he's inside, he realizes the Predators have already caused problems, attacking anything they see. But unknown to everyone, a queen alien has also boarded the fortress. It grabs Batman and knocks out Lois. Batman is taken away and cocooned. Superman comes to his rescue, and by using a complex compound, it knocks the queen out. Batman created it, based on their molecular acid vital fluids. The remaining Predators are dealt with on the way back. By replacing the nitrogen in the air, they pump something through the ventilation system, and it knocks out the remaining Predators. Almost all of the repairs on the Predator ship is complete. Navigation, guidance, life support is all in working order, except for the anti-gravity thrusters to leave Earth. Superman will have to bring the ship into space himself. As he makes his way quickly into space, missiles are launched at Superman by the TDI, but he makes it to space just in time. The Predator's ship is now released from the fortress. With the help of the robots inside, Batman was able to understand the Predator language, just enough to set new coordinates. The Predators and the Queen Alien are now leaving Earth. Despite Superman and Batman saving the world from this threat, the TDI still decided to nuke the volcano. But this would not have been the best course of action. it actually would have made the situation much worse. According to one of the robots, upon scanning the Predator's ship, it discovered a failsafe mechanism. If the colony was destroyed, it would have sent out a distress signal before this happened. This signal could have resulted in more Predators coming to Earth later on. So once again, the good deeds of Batman and Superman were the best course of action. This might not be a story that Lois can write about, but it's something they can tell the TDI later on. Perhaps next time they can have more faith in our heroes. The end. So that covers the story of Superman and Batman versus aliens and Predators. If I were to compare this story to the others, I think this one falls a bit short. When Batman and Superman each fought the aliens and Predators in their own story, those stories alone were longer than this one, and it was a bit more exciting, at least in my opinion. However, I did like the art style of this comic book. Even if the story was short, it did manage to tie in past events along with present situations. It was a good story, but I enjoyed the other ones more. I will leave links to the other stories about Judge Dredd, Batman, Superman, and Terminator. I do recommend you check them out. You might like them. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like rating on it, and tell me in the comments section what you thought about the story. Did you expect something more exciting, or was it a decent story? You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching my videos and supporting my channel. My name is Carlos, or AcidGlow, and I'll see you in the next video.